Well, hello, Madeline. It's so great to have you here. I'm
Hey,
so,
Tina.
hello. I'm so excited that you're going to be joining our summit on January 31st, Embracing the Unknown.
My honor, my honor.
No, and I can't wait to hear your talk, but I just wanted to share to those of you that are going to be listening on the summit, and it's called Embracing the Unknown. And this is, I'm kicking this off in 2026 because there's a lot of us that might feel stuck in who they are and who they want to become. And fear might be around us. There could be a lot of uncertainty. You may need a plan. You may not have clarity of where to go in the next step. Even tomorrow might be like, what do I do? And this is for women that are in that space that who do you want to become? Where are you right now? Are you feeling that fear? Do you have that lack of clarity? How is your mindset working? How are you leading? And so we have eight amazing speakers. Madeline is one of them, and I'm going to have Madeline share her talk topic and why you need to be here on January 31st and how it will benefit you. So Madeline Faiella, I love you. You're a
I
great
love you too.
speaker. I know that you have been on my summits before. And why don't you share a little bit about who you are and your topic and why we need to come and hear you?
Hey, thanks, Tina. First of all, it's an honor, and I know that it's a kind of a crazy time for everyone. Things are moving really fast. Um, and over the last couple of years, I've experienced some things that have moved me to go into what I teach, what I help people with now. And because of the experience and the studying that I've been doing, I understand many, many women need this. And I'm looking at the single women, whether they are single by choice or circumstance, because life is very different on your own. So, what my program is all about is rebel intellect, and it's not at all about rebellion. It's rebel intellect with a good heart. It's
Mm,
rebel intellect so that you don't follow people.
mm.
Now, because things are moving so fast, people who tend to follow trends, people who tend to follow what they think is better, they are in a chaotic moment because there is so much to follow.
Amen.
We, right? We need to know who we are, and I'm all about independent thinking. You know some of my backstory. I have been up to the highest and down. So it's like champagne on pancakes. Been there, done that, took pictures sometimes. And rebel intellect covers a number of things. Self leadership is one of them, and confidence.
Mm.
Now, I know that sounds like just a couple of words, but when you really get into it, are you really leading yourself? And there are certain people who are trying to lead others, but they haven't even led themselves.
That's right.
I took a couple of years and stayed away from heavy social media because I wanted to learn more about me. And you would think, after all I've done, singing on top of the World Trade Tower, in the wind, being afraid, and all of this, the key to life is we keep learning. So
Mm.
Rebel Intellect covers so many things. We work on communication, your boundaries, AI literacy, and future self thinking.
Yes.
This is for the CEO, for the exec, for the entrepreneur. We talk about entrepreneurship and decision making. We make something like 1,500 decisions in a day. You make the decision to get out of bed. You make the decision to go left or right, to the kitchen or to the ladies. These are decisions. We take it for granted. Part of being a person with a rebel intellect is the person who's grateful,
Mm.
even in the bad times, because you know you're learning something. We
Right.
want to break patterns. We want to make sure that our relationships and our discernment are to not only our benefit, but to everyone else's benefit. Here's
Mm.
an example. When I was singing, there were men who wanted to be with me. At the time, I knew If I go with this person on a permanent basis, the first time he says something and I get upset, what am I going to do? I'm going to say I gave everything up for what?
Mm.
So I knew me. I'm not saying that's how you should think. I'm saying this is the authentic me. We're going to talk about emotional intelligence
Love that topic.
and patterns.
Mm.
People don't understand that they have patterns,
Oh, yes.
and discipline, habits, and patterns aren't always good. Sometimes we're doing things on repeat that are hurting us.
Mm.
They're moving us into the wall. We're not facing the challenge. We're living in the challenge. And sometimes it's easier to continue to do the wrong thing for yourself than to change. Why is that? Just the topic of the summit. It's all about we don't know what's going to happen. Embracing change. Things are moving fast today. AI is a tool. There is so much going on with that. That is affecting people more than we think.
I love that.
Want to look at identity
Mm.
and our future self. Future self could be tomorrow, later on today, 10 years from now, and depending on how old you are, it could be 50 years from now. But there is a future. We are already in the future from the beginning of this conversation,
That's right. That's right.
right?
I love it.
And everything moves so fast. We look at those behavioral patterns and habits. We're also going to look at the behavior we have with money and our financial identity.
Mm.
This was huge for me because I look back over my life and I said, you had so many opportunities, and I still do. We all have opportunities, but we have a tendency to look out at that person's driving a Ferrari and that person's doing this. In the end, they're still humans. If you took everything away, who survives? Who's the strong person? Who has mental agility? So I studied with John Kennedy, not the president, and he worked with SEALs, military. He works for huge organizations. And I learned how to work with that mental strength and how to be more agile.
Mm.
I've always been strong, but sometimes strong with the wrong habit. Does that
Mm.
make
That
sense?
makes total
Son?
sense. I
Yeah,
can't wait for people to come and hear you talk. And I love everything. Like it is so true. Patterns. Because for me, so many patterns. I look at patterns too. And I see
yeah.
where I was, where I am today, and I look back, it's patterns. And
Yeah, and we ask ourselves, why? Why am I doing it? And when we
yeah.
get all the way down, and I talked to a client the other day, when you get down to it, it's fear,
Mm,
it's old stories that are not true,
that's right. That's right. Yes,
and we scare the crap out of ourselves.
we do.
We really do.
We do.
And one of the things that, and you know me, it's like my heart is huge and I love to give, but I am not BS. But I do have a gift for anyone who buys the ticket to come. I have a um, Rebel Intellect Behavioral Pattern quiz, which
Nice.
I normally sell. And when you come, it's included in your ticket. And
Good.
this isn't, you're not going to get a piece of paper with flowers all over it. This is scientifically backed. It's got a great scoring to it,
Good.
and it will help you see things about yourself that you may or may not like if you answer honestly. So at that point, you'll understand more about yourself. Then
Good.
you have the choice to make the decision. Do I want to look inward and change? Do I want to go deeper with this? And that opportunity is always there
Hmm.
if you want to work with me. And even if they just do it on their own, it's already a step ahead.
I love
The
that.
main thing is that I want people to understand how much we go through. And if you're still here, you're strong. If you're still here, God's got your back. If you're still here, you have done some stuff.
That's right. That's right. And so, one thing that I want to share with all of you here is that all of you are going to be hearing speakers who have lived their experiences. There's no BS here. All of the speakers, like yourself, are offering these great resources to you for coming. And, anything else you'd like to share, Madeline, besides, I love this quiz that you created, and this will really help people to really find more about themselves. I think it's great. And this is such a great reason for coming and learning about this
I
topic.
would really like to have people focus on the fact that all of this inner work and all of this, I also have strategies
Hmm.
when I work with people. That also helps you fill your wallet. That also helps you fill the bank.
Good.
And when I go very deep with them, we're going to set up your LLC. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. But the main thing is if your mind's not there, if your heart's not there, then maybe admit it's not for you.
That's
If
right.
it is for you, don't be afraid to ask the questions. The word help was something I never wanted to use,
Hmm.
but many years ago, I realized the word help to the right people is a gift.
It is a gift. It is a gift. And so, on that note, too, I want to share some of the other speakers that are going to be coming besides yourself. One of them is going to be talking about, in spite of fear, how do we move forward with fear? And you shared a little bit about your future self. We have another speaker, how to embrace your future self. We've got another speaker who's going to talk about confidence and how to heal and take action. We've got you with rebel intellect, with the mental agility. We've got rising into your true identity. You also mentioned identity. We have a speaker that's going to get into that. And we have another speaker who's going to talk about mindset and how do you create that success blueprint for you because it is habits, it's our mindset. And then we have another great speaker about leadership, leading with no guarantees. And then we have another speaker who's going to talk all about the woman of tomorrow, your future self holds the key to set you free. So we have a lot of topics from great speakers, and you're going to have a clear understanding of who you're becoming. You're going to have that confidence. You're going to have that mental resilience. You're going to have a vision of your life and business for 2026. You're also going to have a plan. So you're going to walk away with some great tools, practical,
Yes.
actionable strategies. Like I said, we're not going to be offering fluff. This is
No.
lived experiences from all of you. And this is why you need to attend the summit. And not because I'm hosting it, but because you're going to be hearing great speakers and the topic of embracing the unknown. I will put the link here on how you can sign up, grab your spot, because we are just less than a week away from the summit.
And
Any
I've met all the
final thoughts?
speakers,
Yes, yes,
and they are wonderful people.
yes,
These are women who I got goosebumps. These are women who are willing to share
yes, they are.
what they've been through, what they've studied, what they've learned about, and I find them all fascinating.
Me too. I mean, this is a great lineup, and thank you so much, Madeline, for being part of the summit. And
My pleasure.
I hope to see you on the other side. Have a great day.